All right, we're going to talk about carrying an inventory. Your business must keep up a sufficient inventory of goods to meet production or sales needs. Based on past records, you may estimate the annual cost of maintaining or carrying an inventory at a certain level for the coming year. The annual cost is often expressed as a percent of the value of the inventory. The annual cost of carrying an inventory includes taxes, insurance, storage fees, handling charges, and so on. Okay, obviously, when we talked about having a warehouse, having storage space, sometimes it's based on a percentage of your inventory, so that way you know approximately how much you're going to have to set aside for that. Okay? The formula that they use for that says the annual cost of carrying an inventory is going to be equal to the inventory value multiplied by the percent. Now, because this is not ever old, Derek, when it says percent and I'm going to multiply it, I move it over 2. Doesn't get old, right, James?
Right.
Good. So if I look at number 1 on the bottom of page 594, it says the inventory value is $200,000 and the estimated annual cost is 30% of the value. So when I say it's 30% of the value, as Derek just informed us again, I got to move that decimal over how many spots? 2. So what's 200,000 times 0.3? 60,000. So if the value of my inventory is 200,000, that means that I should have $60,000 set aside for all my expenses. Number 2, the inventory value is $85,000. The estimated annual cost is 20%. As we've talked about, I don't know how many different times, when we might take it times 20%, we've got to move it over 2 times. And what's 85,000 times 0.2? Even? $17,000. So if I carry an $85,000 worth of inventory, whatever that happens to be, whether it's in boxes or wood or screws or whatever I need, I'm going to have to set aside $17,000 for storage space, for insurance, for whatever. Okay? That's what it's asking you to do. What do you think? Not as bad as yesterday's? Okay. So then if you look at the rest of them, on 3 through 8, it's the same as what we did for 1 and 2. You're just multiplying straight across. When we get down to 9, 10, 11, 12, now you're going to have some words, which I know sometimes we get confused with that. For number 9, it says the central drugstore estimates the cost of carrying its inventory of goods to be 18% of the value of the merchandise. About how much does it cost central drugstores annually to carry a $181,560 inventory? When it says 18%, Dustin, what do I do? Times it by what? 18%. 18%. So which means what? 0.18. Very good, Dustin. Thank you. Does anybody know what you get? I'm doing number 9. I skipped up and did one of the ones with the words. 32,680 and 80 cents. Okay. Good job. Does that make sense? A little bit easier than the first in, first out, last in, first out? I think so. So, starting on page 594 and going to 595, we're 1 through 12.